What it do, homies? It's your boy David. I'm back today. Back with some more FabvL. This time we're checking out YUTA's song, Had Enough. Let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up. Get this eerie silence going on. I'm never going to skip the merch plug-in. Oh, wow. Straight into it, right? And the type of straight into it that happened wasn't something like like a build up or something. It kind of sounded like a complete a build up. It kind of sounded like the end result of the build up to the hook or the chorus, what have you. Straight into a rush. Now, I don't know much about YUTA. We're going to learn about that while I'm listening to FabvL, tell me this story, or not tell me the story, but whatever angle he decides to approach when it comes to YUTA's story. But going straight into it, and the title saying "Had Enough," when you have enough, you generally break down, right? You're at the limit. Something has snapped. The frayed end of the ropes have been shattered, and now the fallout begins. So that's essentially how he begun. He begun the song with the fallout being immediate. Okay. Guns on a production. Let's go.
Since the jump, people told me you ain't shit.
Oh.
I put those motherfuckers in a ditch, yeah. It's the type of thing you don't forget. No, you don't wanna know me. She's got me so fucked up. But who am I to judge? And who am I to trust now? I think my time's run up. Everything I love has come to haunt me. Hell.
Okay, so the beginning definitely not necessarily like power metal, but it kind of gave me, hard rock feel, right? But as it started continuing, the guitar melody that we got going on back there, the melody, or at least the chord progression that the melody is following, I was not expecting that. Kind of like what is that? Like a half step above or something like that. Just took the chord and elevated it, not elevated, but like moved it up a half step or something like that, right? But it gave me that ominous, right? I don't feel a sense of resolution when I'm listening to this.
No, you don't wanna know me. She's got me so fucked up. But who am I to judge? And who am I to trust now? I think my time's run up. Everything I love has come to haunt me.
Yeah, it feels like a build up, right? Like it's just two chord progressions, or doing two chords, just two chords that are playing, and that's it. And I don't feel that sense of resolution, but I like that. That gives you that sense of things being built up, right? Because when you had enough, that means you've been, a whole lot of pressure, a whole lot of burden has been placed upon you, right? That's just something that's just repeating over and over and over and over again before explosion. And that explosion might be what we heard here at the beginning of the song.
Do I try to find a way? Do I try to find a reason to keep moving on? Should I sit and waste away?
Drum and bass, y'all.
Just take it all away. I've had enough.
Oh.
Friends with my demons. Yeah, my world's gone gray. Watch me fade away into the dark. So far from reason. I'm off, drawn to a flame. I've had enough. Can't let anybody hurt you.
Nope. So, I'm glad I waited a little bit before we got into the destruction that is the grit and the power behind FabvL's vocals. But right before we got into the absolute triple, quadruple drums or what have you, right? That's a hard metal type of drumming right there. Bloom Gums is absolutely nutty on this production. Right before the pre-chorus, right? You kind of hear all that reverb in that space and everything. Kind of like a calm space, if you will. And you've probably seen this in anime a lot. Right before they snap and they've had enough, there's a break, kind of what I was talking about, similar at the beginning. Just to give you another, a reference point or an idea. Think about actually both times. Think about when Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2 for the first time, and when he went beast mode, right? How there kind of was just a bunch of worryiness and everything, hopelessness, and all of a sudden snap. right? It's almost like a moment of clarity before the fallout happens. And that's what happened, right? In the pre-chorus, it was that moment of clarity, right? That moment of thought that everything, these are the things that I'm going to do. These are the reasons why these things need to happen. Now it's time to execute. And then it executed. And now, and it's funny because it was like a pre-chorus into a pre-chorus. And now this is the fallout. Clarity, rage. There it is.
Tell me who you hate.
Tell me who you hate. Ooh, that's a respace, I think. It was smooth too. I like that. You know what? The lyrical context of this, because I told you guys that I don't really know much about YUTA is, I love that. I've had enough. I'm pretty sure a whole lot of us has been in that situation. You know, as I was sitting here and I was listening to the song, I was sitting, you know, I was kind of thinking of rage, right? And I've had enough till you boil up to a point to where you kind of go into like a berserker status. But another way of looking at it is that you can kind of look at it as a positive way, right? Where I've had enough. And what happens is, even if you're doing it for like a positive reason, right? As he says, the world turns to gray and everything. You don't really know what's going on. All I know is that I've been unleashed everything. The tethering point, or at least what it looks like, is that, you know, he said if it wasn't for his friends and everything, that he probably wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be here. But that's kind of giving you that's what I'm looking for. It's kind of giving you a reason, right, to go ahead and just pop off like a shaken soda bottle, right? You found enough reason to be able to go. And now that you've released the limiters, everybody's gone. You know what I mean? I got reasons. It makes sense. And in some cases, in some cases, it probably gives you more reason to kind of pop off. You know what I mean? After you've had enough, right? Almost like an oath, not an oath, but like a resolvement or something like that. I can't really find the words, but anyways, that's the end of this video. You guys did good. So if you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.